Full stream.
Give me a second while I make all of the various polls. Thanks for stopping by! Exclamation point. Mind leaving a like? Question mark. Liked! Exclamation point. Staying to support! Exclamation point. And in all caps here. Just stay in the chat is fine. Right, start the poll. Okay. And let me see what it's looking like on the other chats. So if I go to the YouTube chat here. Okay. That's interesting. I'll also need to use the social links here. Copy. Post this here. Right. And check the audio over here. Echo. Right. With that, we'll pin this on the YouTubes, and I'll minimize this, then pin this on the Twitches, and we should be fine, right? Right, so we got the pin on the tubes, pin on the Twitch, and let me see if there's more builds here and there that we need. I don't think we need anything. Right, where are we? Okay, let me just open the streams here, and let me just switch to my face cam to say, hello folks, it's me, I'm Big and I'm back, and we're live, and we're playing some good old Warhammer again, and I'm on my side still. Hopefully we'll be a little bit better before we continue here. But if you're watching from the VOD, welcome. If you're watching from the streams, welcome. And if you're watching on vertical, you want to stay vertical, that's fine. If you want to join me in the horizontal stream, feel free to just go to the link in the pinned comment, and that should give you a nice bigger screen here. But either way, it's all good. You could the newer restream option lets me watch from all the various different stream sources. Hey, there's a bunch of you guys here on the Twitches, on the YouTube verticals feed. So welcome all of you. And if you want to support my channel, feel free to just leave a like or leave a comment. Either way, we're playing Warhammer 40K, or the game called Rogue Trader today, and hopefully you guys will stick around, have a chat, and support the channel in any ways. And currently there's quite a lot of you, so that's good. I think the vertical stream does add a fair bit of interaction here, and also text-to-speech is on, so feel free to make that little manta guy talk. You could have a chat like that as well. And as you can see here, we have Poke members. Let's go for the full list of members over here. We have Apilux, the Random Manta, Bruno, Amislam, Chris Burton, and Lord Yelnak being members at the time of streaming. These guys will get some cool badges and emojis and get turned into a Pokemon, so if you want to support my channel that way, feel free to do so. Otherwise, just a simple like and chat to support the channel is nice. And if you are looking for some of my social links, it's all in the comment below. Feel free to to jump into my link tree for all my various things, Discord and all that good stuff, as is in the pinned comment here. I'll go ahead and get started opening up the game. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a quadriplegic, meaning that my hands don't work. Well, no, I'm paralyzed from the chest down, so my hands don't really work, but my arm still does. So I'm doing this to exercise a little bit and get some workouts and some more movement in, instead of just lying on the bed all day. Okay, anyways, let me open up the game real quick, and hopefully we'll continue where we last left off. We're about to end Act 1 of the game, and that's how far I got so far with original. Oh, if you see that or hear that kind of stuff, it's just my body reacting. That was my knee against the table. I don't have any control over that, so that's unfortunate. But that being said, we're at the point where we're playing and slowly getting to the yeah, there we go. Yep. Yeah, we're at the point where we're getting to, say, the end of the first act. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and get the Rogue Trader game up and running. Oh, the audio. I'm still on my side today, and I'll give you a life update in a little bit. But we had some relatively good, well, quite good news in terms of my physio, or how things are going with my body. Right, so let's continue. Let's load the game. I've been testing out the autosaves here, so let's not worry about it. Let's go ahead and head back to the electrodynamic cenobium. This is where we last left off. Let me also turn on the little fan here. Yep. Okay. Right, so here's our party. Party hardy. Let's go ahead and move back here. Hi, Warden. We'll cover the landing area. Okay. That's fine. That's everything. And we're heading back on to the Void ship. And the last time we had Heinrich von Kallax join us, right? So we could... Oh, there's Heinrichs.
Rogue trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time.
That's what she said. But okay, let's keep going.
Unfortunately, my personal investigation has hit a dead end. I think I will have to call upon outside resources to continue the search.
We could give him the fragment or lie and say that is a shame. Let's just say that is a shame. Let's keep the fragment on our body for now.
My missions do not always end in success. Unfortunately.
Okay, so he's trying to see if we're going to have anything. Yep.
The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
Be honest, Von Kallax, is this some kind of tracking device?
Certainly not. The elucidator is such a rare and complex creation of the Omnissiah that neither I nor any of my colleagues would dream of compromising its integrity. If you wish, have your tech priests confirm that there are no listening devices inside.
So what do you plan to do now?
I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems. I am aware that the ship suffered considerable losses during the recent mutiny and was damaged by the cultists' actions, and you have lost many valuable officers as well. You are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal.
All right. What do you think of electrodynamic cenobium then?
It all depends on the electro-priests who survived the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site, partly thanks to the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened.
I see. Fine, let's return to my duties. Yep, I was about to say something when he's interrupted by the sound of a Vox signal. Someone's trying to contact me. Okay.
Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.
Congratulations on your victory, your lordship. The entire vessel was impatiently awaiting the news of your expedition's success. The rumors about you not simply saving the Tech Priest Monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny are spreading like wildfire. The Vox transmissions from across the world speaks nothing of nothing else. Okay. Right, so we have to visit Governor Medina. Yep, in the dialogue. Yep. Okay, so we'll go ahead and head to this item box. I think we'll do a couple of things. First off, let's go ahead and pop away all these. Okay, is this a this is a charged staff, which has a lightning arc as a heroic act. So this is a slightly better staff. But let's go ahead and just pop away this Drukhari weaponry. But do I want to keep this plasma pistol on me? I don't know. Okay, these are... Okay, let me look at this. This is a pinpoint visor. Crit chance. against enemies with less than 50% wounds. I think this is a little bit better than my armor, isn't it? We'll keep these for the logic and tech use builds. We have a Granada. We'll keep all these Granadas. Let's see. We have a mysterious sword handguard. It does seem like a... Okay. Blade shard. I could keep this on me, right? Can I not pop this into the cargo? Yes, I can. That's weird. Like these Avenger gauntlets will keep on me. And maybe the blasphemous prism. But okay, so I'm going to move some of these to the cargo. What else? I don't know if the prism is going to be of any use or not. Can we put it here? Yes. Snooper Rufo will keep. I think that's everything. Yeah. And Idira, I think, let's have a look. In comparison to the psychic staff, the charge staff looks better. Yeah. Let's add this to the cargo. And for me, I'd rather have this than the visor. There we go. The visor for the increased crit chance. Does this mean somebody else could use our items? I'm going to look at Von Kalox and see if there's anything we want from him. Oh, well, I think enemies in 1 cell radius was shot. They gain +1 resolve. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to remove this shield and pop it on Abelard. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's look elsewhere. This is a accessory. We don't have a good accessory for him. Analyst helmet's correct. Again, a warp lore is best on her. And we'll keep everything else. Let's keep everything else unequipped. I'm not in dire... Well, the Force Sword could just go on him. I don't think there's anything else or anyone else needing this. Biomancer Staff will keep on him as well. And I think everything else should be fine. Right, we have a rank for you. I think it's dismantling attack. Reduces enemy skill. So let's complete that. And we have a bunch of levels for Kybella as well. But do we want to Kybella? Do we want her at all? I don't think we need to level her up if we're not planning to use her. Okay. Right. So as an operative, our future is, I think for you, probably an overseer. Yeah, we're very close to level 16, meaning we're going to unlock a couple of things. Over here, we'll probably go with Arch Militant as the de facto build. Another Arch Militant here. I think even though Vanguard seems nice, we don't need it because of the shields. This is another Arch Militant. You're going to go Bounty Hunter, I think. We'll make you Strategist. Okay. That should be everything. Alrighty then. I think we have ablutions to do. Take bath. And we're gonna go the no. Okay, address the enforcers. You two, get in here. Require company. No need to be shy. Okay. Right, let's continue here. You seem tense. Enjoy some of this food and Amazek. I wish to be fed. My goodness, look at all these things. Right, the woman reverently places a slice of exotic fruits and rich smelling cheeses into your mouth, and the man brings a cup of Amazek to your lips to wash it all down. Is that wine? Potent alcoholic drink varying in quality, widely available across the Imperium. Do everything for you to accept, chew and swallow, but you suspect that if you were to give them the order, they would find a way to do that for you as well. Tell me about yourselves. Do you have any other responsibilities besides these chambers? For hundreds of years, our clan has been responsible for ensuring the rogue trader's safety during the times of leisure and relaxation. Okay. I guard the bath chamber, just as my grandmother did before me. Imagine your, I think, guarding the bath chamber is probably real prestige, right? It can be more dangerous than the battlefield sometimes. Slip on a wet tile, choke on drowned, water is too hot, burn yourself. Okay. Machine spirits. Yep. It is reassuring to know that my enforcers are prepared for anything. So what do you do in your free time? We're off duty, we train, maintain our equipment, and pay regulation-approved intervals. Okay. If we do have some time to ourselves, we might play some Tantolo. And Bran over here carves things out of soap scraps. Though for the most part, we barely get enough time to rest. Okay. Right. Demand a demonstration, Bran. Carve a soap thingy. Forza looks slightly flustered, but quickly gets to work after a little while. Presents you with a bust of the Emperor about half the size of your palm. Wow. His visage has been recreated with incredibly precision and attention to detail. Small carving surpasses the work of many a skilled sculptor. Yep. I will have it placed in my study. I'm not worthy for such an honor. Thank you, your lordship. Relax me until I'm finished bathing. Yep. Okay. I wish to see somebody from my retinue. Let's go ahead and get a Heinrichs in here at once.
Hi.
Hello, aged car. Welcome to the stream. If you didn't know anything, I'm quadriplegic, so I am paralyzed on the chest down, and I usually stream older games or games that are more games that don't use a lot of muscle. So thank you for joining in, and feel free to ask questions, but be on your best behavior because I turn on text-to-speech to help me see all the members of chat
Thanks
chatting
for the
away.
information.
Yep. But anyways, this is we're playing Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader, and I'm role-playing as Strong Bad. So if you don't know what any of those things mean, then you're it's just everything back in the early 2000s or further beyond. I'm just an old man, a boomer playing an old game. But dangerous is a matter of terrible urgency, or did you simply call me for your own amusement? On second thought, don't answer. I think I have assessed the situation very well. I suppose you desire entertainment? Very well, I will give you something to occupy your time. A simple game of intellect, than what is said in our conclave. I'll give you a fact about my life, and you will have to discern whether it is a truth or a lie. Right, shall we begin? I betrayed my family and caused the death of innocent people, and I was never held accountable for my actions. I've got an awareness test, right? The corner of Heinrich's mouth twitched slightly. The hands are tense. So let's go ahead and review your assumptions using logic. And we got a logic test. Perfect. Heinrich is an experienced interrogator and a biomancer. This is just a trick. He is too skilled to give himself away through body language, and the real trap lies in the way he phrased the rules. He wants you to think that the only two answers exist, but what if there's a third option? What if the statement is both true and false? You have not told a lie, but you have failed to tell the whole truth as well. These claims sound shocking because you have presented them without context. There we go. Impressive, Dangeresque. I once belonged to a house of Imperial night pilots. The towering bipedal engines of war in the service of mankind. Right. My younger sisters wanted a coat of arms like the ones that added the hulls to our mighty machines. So one day I stole a cutter, and used it to remove a coat of arms from my uncle's knight. There was a scandal the next morning. Someone had defaced a sacred machine inside our residence. I was soon discovered, and my uncle, kind as always, named me a traitor. Kind as always, I think the sarcasm needs to be placed here. Named me a traitor to the family and demanded my execution. In the end, however, I was merely reprimanded, and the guards in charge of watching the night were executed instead. Wow. I hope you have enjoyed our game together, Dangeresque, but now I must return to my duties. But yeah, it's a good way to get a bit of XP here and there. Right, let's finish our ablutions. Revitalized after a bath. There we go. And what else are we doing here? I think that's everything. And yep, let's go ahead and head towards this direction. Head back to the Void Ship Bridge, and let's see if we have some conversations we could have with... Where is Heinrichs? There he is. I'll save here. Looks at us intently with his head tilted. I know nothing about you, Heinrichs. Could you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not the reverse. I come from a night world, Guizorn 3. I belong to a branch of one of the noble houses until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium.
Oh, okay. So Imperial Knights are these siege engine type things. I guess that's pretty cool. Are they... I guess we're going off on another ADHD tangent. So we could do that. Let's look at what the Imperial Knights are in Warhammer. And what they look like. Warhammer Imperial Knights. Look at some images. Right. Imperial Knights are these... Oh, they're the huge siege engines, right? Imperial Knight of House Terran in combat. Right, then are they the size of okay. Questor Imperialis and High Gothic are piloted robotic combat walkers of small to medium size. Oh, okay, so they're piloted. So it's piloted by a single human warrior drawn from an ancient feudal aristocratic culture. Smaller and less capable in combat than the smallest class of the true Titan. Okay. Are they bigger or smaller than dreadnoughts? Wait, I thought dreadnoughts are the ones where you use people or paralyzed peoples. I do like the representation. Oh, wait a minute, that's not good. The quote unquote representation of the these are just giant mechs, I guess. Dreadnoughts are like paraplegic representation. So
I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now.
เรียกไหม
None except my
ขอ
first
ปืดหน่อย
name.
ครับปืด
I left Guizorn 3 when I was still a child. My family
Guizorn
disowned me,
these.
stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I was put on the black ship. Like many psychers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response. My great aunt had a pet grink. One day, it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out. And when my great aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her.
Ooh, my goodness. Sorceress powers truly are dangerous. I hope you've mastered your abilities since then.
When I arrived on Holy Terra and was tested, I was found to be suitable material for becoming a sanctioned psyker, able to bend his curse to his own will. I can assure you that the adepts of the Astra Telepathica were right in their assessment.
Fine, did you tell me about the black ship then?
Picture a vast prison ship filled with frightened, angry psychers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families. Some of them were children and adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human. or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers.
Wow.
Once, when one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit, along with the prisoners and crew tainted by him. But even after that, I heard the echo of inhuman suffering and terror that filled that part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day.
So were you sent to the Inquisition immediately after training then?
No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard, where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne.
Oh, okay. There's something hidden. So, wow. If he was Imperial Guard first before anything, then he must have some secrets.
Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space.
I see. So you visited many worlds during your service, I'll wager?
Indeed. I have visited many of the places brought to the Emperor's light, and those sullied by the filth of the archenemy. In truth, even after all these years spent visiting the various corners of the Imperium and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the Segmentum Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's bastions. Nothing compares to the majesty of Holy Terror, the might of Mars, the grandeur of the Segment's other worlds.
Oh, okay. So he's still very, very earthbound. Ha! That's the name of an RPG I haven't seen and heard in a while. So what duties are you carrying out?
You can't really be expecting me to answer that question, can you?
In service of decades, you certainly look young.
The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the processes of their own body, including aging. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allowed every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today.
Okay, let's change the subject, Mr. Dorian Gray. You're not at the Inquisition's only acolyte, right?
Of course not. The Lord Inquisitor's entourage comprises dozens of people. The best of the best. Experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally. Others I have never met.
I see.
To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other acolytes of the Lord Inquisitor, but in the Coronis Expanse, I have been working alone.
Wandering among the stars with our family or friends, don't you get lonely? I don't think that's the strong bad question at all. If you're an interrogator, that doesn't mean you hold a special position in the retinue. Okay.
We are not a retinue. We are acolytes. As for your question, I am closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive tasks requiring the attention of agents of the Golden Throne.
So do you get lonely at all?
I rarely have the time or the opportunity to think about it.
And what about the other acolytes? Silence. You will not be getting an answer about the other acolytes. Fine.
Such as?
What can you do as a psyker?
The Lord Inquisitor was most insistent that I master the discipline of Santic Demonology. I use my faith and my power to crush the enemies of the Imperium. Servants of Chaos tremble at the sound of the Emperor's name, uttered by my lips. I am also a skilled biomancer. I can manipulate bodily processes. Sometimes I resort to those skills in the course of my work, when it is necessary to make the subject of an interrogation more cooperative.
Not leave my retinue. Okay, let's take my leave. Right, that's everything. This is the Expanse map. Janus Danrock, Jocasta Sourback. And Vigdis. Ravor. Oh, we haven't talked to Einrith Montag, have we? Okay. Let's talk to Montag. Oh, we have. And I think that's everyone we need to talk to. You have Pascal and Kibella, but I think let's go ahead and I'm not sure if we have another compartment we could go to for more things to do. Before we head down. Right? We have the chapel. The freight line we can't we already been through. Okay. Let's remove Heinrichs and put in Adira. Okay, this is the wrong one. Yep. Not the chapel. Pascal? Uses many clothes to commit to the astropath's whispers. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay. Lord Captain. A visit from the Rogue Trader is an honor for us. How can I be of use to your lordship?
Cool game.
Yes, this is a relatively cool game. Lore Imperium. Sanctioning is a brutal procedure. Okay. Let's do we have another thing we could talk about? Okay. Yeah. That actually gave me a little bit of XP. That's kind of nice. The game is pretty cool. It does have a bunch of it's pretty cool. If you're into Warhammer at all, then let's move to another compartment. Void Ship Bridge, Freight Line, Void Ship Shrine. I think that's the other one we haven't been to. And it is very if you like games like XCOM but with a CRPG bent, this game's amazing because that's what it is. Can we offer a prayer? Okay. Did we get a buff? No.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Anything you want to say, Confessor? Okay. There's nothing else but a prayer. Let's go talk to this guy. I think we've talked to him previously. I found the source of the confessions. You have nothing to worry about now. Yep. Nothing indeed. I will pass the confessions on with a note regarding your personal involvement. May the Emperor protect you, your lordship. And what is this? Just more things. And I do believe there's another dude here.
Is there money to be made?
Let's talk to Initiate Zeke. Where we solved the mystery. We could also talk to Confessor Adelbart. See if there's any more quests. No. Right, probably nothing here except for more things. Let's also just look at the formation real quick. Ah, okay, that's not good. You are correct in being here. I prefer you to over here. Yep. That's fine. Right, with that, let's go ahead and head to the Void Ship Bridge. And head back. Tell me a little about yourself, Mr. Aged Car. Why did you decide to name yourself Aged Car? Or is it just an old what's the word for a car here? Old jalopy. Alright, let's head to the Expanse map real quick. Do we or do we not have something we could do? Points of interest has the present planetoid, so there's nothing. Oh yeah, probably want to head back to the bridge to look at the things we want to buy and sell real quick. See if there's anything in particular we want to shop for. It's this dude, Janice. Right. Not the training, the shipping and transporting of some goods. Yep. So we've got the Tech Priest Quartz Kram. Maybe. Let's head to Thunderfang. So currently we have a Mars Pattern Axe, which is a 9 to 10 damage with the attack that inflicts bleeding, which is okay. Reaper Cape grants 12% dodge reduction to the wearer's melee area attack. That's an interesting item. Blinding Granada. Meh. And a Veil Render. We don't need a Veil Render for this at all. This is a Force Sword. Next up, if we go to level 3, we get the Retro B Pattern Greatsword, which is not a strict upgrade. It is a two-handed melee weapon. Our Silent Verdict's slightly better. But this one has a better, greater armor penetration. The Pneumo Boots is pretty nice. And maybe so is the War World Flak Chestplate is a medium armor that +5 armor if the wearer has no cover. I don't think it's worth the investment. And maybe the Medal of Alacrity. When the wearer targets an ally with Bring It Down. We don't have a character that uses Bring It Down. Okay, so no need. The other thing that we could get is a Reflective Shield, which I think we already have. Shields allow the wheel to block attacks. The first use of a shield attack in a turn cause the -1 AP. Okay. Right, what about what is it? Press X. Press X to doubt. What about you? Right now, the Explorators has Medkits, Plasma Pistol, and Balanced Maul. A Balanced Maul is not bad. Right? No, I think it's a little bit less capable than what we have right now. The First Aid Manual uses animated kits, cause 1 AP less. Okay. First Aid Manual might be an interesting addition as well. Gas Cloud. We have a Modified Laser Gun, which is meh. Metronome, which is interesting. Right, so let's go ahead and see if we can up our reputation here. We're going to switch the sorting to cost. And let's see. We have Holy Gifts or Heretic stuff. So if we trade this, trade away some Holy Gifts. And some more Holy Gifts here. Yep. Let's trade those. Let's go and buy all available. Look at all these things.
Howdy, howdy. I'm out of town again.
Howdy, howdy, Mana. Welcome back. Here's an interesting little thing. Currently, I'm dual streaming. Ha, that's what she said. Wait, what? I'm streaming vertically and horizontally on YouTube. So I'm not sure if you saw that last time. But yeah, so if you are in the vertical stream and you prefer the vertical stream, feel free to look at that. Or if you prefer the horizontal, that's fine as well. But the horizontal stream, the landscape stream, has a little bit more detail. And there's a whole bunch of things I need to update you upon. I've met probably the best doctors I've met in a while. It's given me a lot of hope. So that's where I went to yesterday. I went to the Center of Excellence in orthopedics. So there's these bunch of doctors that so here's the cool thing. I'm gonna go off on a tangent now, but that's because it was a pretty cool experience. So what happened was, wait. Yeah. Let's talk about the good news first. Yeah.
Always good to see good doctors.
Yep. So here's the thing, right? You know how doctors, especially doctors in whatchamacallit, in private hospitals where you have to pay out of pocket, right? Doctors usually just go full on, you have the experience of doctors just full on getting you to pay as much as possible. That's always the case, scummy stuff. and I went in, and I was expected to. Well, before we met, the original pricing was I was supposed to pay. Let me just calculate. 1,000. Yes, $1,000 out of pocket. Wait, is that correct? Yes, $1,000 out of pocket. So I was like, whoa, right? And after consultation, and they went full because I was supposed to go there and get some custom-made items for my feet, right? And I was like, that's a lot of money to pay for that, but it does bypass everything. So we were prepared to pay $1,000. But as soon as we went in, they went, "Oh, where did you get your current equipment from, or current foot gear from?" Is that we got it from online marketplace. You know, we over here is Shopee, so basically it's a little bit better than Temu because the quality of items is slightly better. So we got ourselves a leg brace from online shopping, and they said, "This is good enough. All we need to do is to make some modifications." So they went in after a couple of about half an hour of consultation. They went in and said, "We're just going to modify what you already have. That's going to save you a bunch of costs." So they said that, yeah, look at this. This is fine except for this, and this part. We're just going to grab this, and then it is like it makes it feels like you're talking to a bunch of actual engineers that know their ass from the hole in the ground, and trying not to rip you off. You know, that kind of stuff that's so rare nowadays. And then you go in, and they said that, okay, here it is. We made modifications to your old gear. Here, it's going to cost you $60 from $1,000. And we tested out the equipment. It works amazing, and but we'll need to make a few more modifications the next time we go in. But it is absolutely the doctor's fee cost me. It cost me like.
Subscribe to you.
Oh, thanks, HCar. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see me ranting on about my medical bills and stuff, and Warhammer and Magic the Gathering and old 90s nostalgia. Feel free to do so, right?
Oh wow, that is a majorly good doctor visit then.
Yes, it is a majorly good doctor's visit. On the downside, this is a yeah. On the downside, though, we had a bit of a scare this morning because my wife took. Usually to save time, she goes on a motorbike taxi, and she was in an accident this morning, and I was fearing for the worst. She called me up from hospital saying that I was in an accident, but it's just yes, and she was she left. She was wearing a helmet, so that's good, and she has nothing more than a few bumps and bruises and scratches. So hopefully that's the case. We'll see in a few days. We'll see tomorrow if she has any. Well, she's waiting for her x-ray right now. And we'll see by tomorrow if she has any thing worse than a few bumps and bruises. And my physiotherapist is going to be here tomorrow to probably just check up on her as well anyways. And so far, physically for my body, I'm doing fine. What's the next thing? Yeah, so far I'm okay.
Let's hope it's only some bruises.
Yeah, let's hope it's only some bruises. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But so far, testing out the equipment, my body's been doing well against it, but I myself had got some scratches because certain bits and bobs of the new equipment is scratching up against my knee, which is not ideal, but it is not something that can't be fixed with a bunch of more DIY stuff. So I'm looking probably to modify it a little bit further, adding padding here and there to prevent my knees from getting scratched from the new screws and bolts being added to my gear. But yeah, literally, I'll just say this now. The doctors in the new place were said like, oh, this looks fine. Oh, a couple of nuts and bolts were loose. We'll just replace them. We have plenty nuts and bolts here and there in our center. I think the center really captures its namesake of being a center of excellence for orthopedics. It literally just like I've never had a happier doctor's visit at all. So that is amazing. Chef's kiss. 5 out of 5 center. I'll try to find a place where I could review it. And also, here's another tangent. I discovered something that is America exclusive, and I have no idea how to get it. And I would love to be able to get it for myself. It is called the widget. So, my sister is coming back to
widget.com.
Wait. Okay, whatever. Yep. It is called the widget. It is like that didn't show up as a link at all. Never mind. But it is a tool that lets me use my wheelchair without having to grasp on it. And it's such a innovative item. It's US exclusive, and they won't give me any pricing. They only say that this is reimbursable by Medicaid, but other than that, there's no more information about it. Yeah, but we'll see. Well, they're looking for investors, but and the investment is at minimum $4,000. So I'm not sure if they're actually in if they're good or not with it. If they have a patent for it, and if they have a patent, would it make sense for this to be, for example, localized here in Thailand? But okay, we're off enough on a tangent. Let's go ahead and go to the Coronas Expanse map and continue on the main story that we've postponed for the longest time. And I think this is where we finished up in the original game, or the game that I played as Biggie, right? Let's go ahead and go to the bunker. And we're going to use this team. And we're also needing to look at the inventory because we got a bunch of new items we added. So we have the bonk stick. It's a one-handed light melee weapon. And I think it is a little bit worse.
So far this current out-of-town trip can be described as fighting crochetty old men and terrible drivers.
Ah. Are you crocheting old men? Okay, so this is 9 to 11 damage. Oh no. For this item, this is a one-handed siphon sword versus the this thing. This is 8 to 13. This is 8 to 12, which is less damage, but a little bit higher armor pen. All right. 15, 25. Okay. This is a first aid manual. So using any medikit kit costs 1 AP less, but no less than 0. So we could let's give it to, I think, Dangeresque. Oh wait, Dangeresque already has all of the things set up. So who here
Almost
could...
got into several car accidents on my way to my work area and while I've been here.
Ah,
Seattle
I
drivers
see.
are awful. And old B-stards who got nothing better to do but complain.
Ah, I see. We're gonna probably give the first aid manual to Abelard. And we do have this marvelous compact weapon in the form of a ring. Allows the wearer to fire a toxic needle once per combat. I think the toxic needle should go to you, because sometimes you don't have... Wait. Do we want a... Okay, so you're going to be the long-range pew-pew, your long-range pew-pew, your long-range ability user. Out of all this, I think the needle ring would work on you the best. We also have this, which is attacks of opportunity, deals additional +2 damage, which works well on Abelard, but I think Gloves of Endurance works better
One of the
for
cell
him.
towers is in an area that I have to be let into through a security gate. The guard let me in, but then left while I was working.
Great. Okay, so injury and falls unconscious is not a good deal. But attacks of opportunity damage is nice. Tech use, blinding granada. Okay, is that everything? Okay, there's nothing here. Nothing here. We're good for you. We're good for you. Yeah, so these...
Lying on your side. Never seen that before. When I got back to the gate, no one was there to let me out, so I had to call my contact to see if he can open it for me. Had to call 5 times before he answered, and he answered by cussing me out.
Yes, I'm lying. Let's answer one by one. Well, first off, hi, Boost. Oh my goodness. Boost Phallus. Yeah, I'm lying on my side because my hands don't work. And I'm paralyzed from the chest down. I usually don't lie on my side when I live stream.
What is strong bad in 40K?
Yeah. Well, first off, it's I'll answer your questions one by one. First off, yeah, I'm quadriplegic, so my body below the chest doesn't work, and usually I sit up on a wheelchair. But currently, I have some pressure sores, aka some bruises down below that
Gotcha, man.
I don't want to make worse, right? So that's why I'm lying on my side today. And usually when I live stream and if I'm able to sit up, I'll try to sit up, but not today, unfortunately. With that being said, strong bad is strong bad, you know, strong bad. Homestarrunner.com. I'm not sure if you could see his
It's all good.
image here.
So we're talking 40K?
Yep, and this is 40K. It's Warhammer 40K. Warhammer is a universe where it's just a bunch like you might see them miniature figurines tabletop, where you see all these guys fight each other. And within the Warhammer 40K universe,
plus years of 40K.
Yeah. So yeah,
I started in 1989.
Oh my goodness, yep. But yeah, if you didn't know, there's actually something called the Rogue Trader. The Rogue Trader is a whatchamacallit? It is a tabletop system very similar to Dungeons and Dragons.
Plus, and you haven't heard of Homestar Runner or Strong Bad?
It is an age of the
what
internet.
Army or faction do you enjoy?
Okay, so my favorite faction so far are the Grey Knights. I think they represent what I feel pretty well. And there's actually a game. This is just a little bit of a recommendation, but we're going off on a bit of a tangent now if I talk about the game. There's a game called Demon Hunters, right? If you're a fan of XCOM, right, and you want to play an XCOM type game set in Warhammer, that's a decent game to get while it's on sale. And also Owlcat, the developer of this game, is working on a game called Dark Heresy as well, that lets you play in the Warhammer 40K universe in an XCOM type game.
Do you do tabletop as well?
I don't do tabletop stuff. I am, in other words, I am very poor. I am like poor, or like dirt poor, and I'm trying to stream to get some money on the side, right? And speaking of which, I might come up against a job opportunity, which is, I'll see. If I make a little bit more money per month, it'll be amazing. If I make enough to cover my medical bills, that'd be great. Right. Currently, I'm trying to make enough to cover my food bills, and just yeah, it'll.
eBay is cheaper.
eBay is cheaper. It's certainly quite cheap in the US, but shipping costs here is a little bit rougher around the edges. Okay, so there's the Governor Medine. Governor Medine.
Keep my options open.
And we talked to
Where
try
are
to
you?
talk. I'm currently living in Thailand, so I'm only able to stream sometime in the morning. So it's actually much easier for me to stream this during this time. All right, greetings, your lordship. We gained 28 experience and 5 profit factor. Very good. Can't express how grateful I am for your help. None of the insidious heretics' designs have been thwarted. Nothing stands in the way of my plans of yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit
Gotcha.
of revolt
Hey,
is
man.
waning.
You're doing great.
Right. Thank you. If you want to see, okay, so if you want to help out the channel in any way, just liking the video or subscribing is great. And just keeping the chat, like chatting stuff was just amazing already, because it really helps with the interaction and with the stream. All right. But yeah, we're off on a little bit of a tangent. Let's continue. We got experience and profit factor. Profit factor lets you buy more stuff. Lets us buy more stuff. I'd like to salute you to the savior of Micah Rhinoris. Yep.
Biggie stole the sun for his stream lighting. That's why it's dark here in the USA.
Ah, I see. Speaking of stealing the sun, it might show up in a little bit. In regards to your own participation in the Triumph, Governor, you will accompany us to the starport to provide timely answers to any questions that may occur to me as I inspect the terminal there. That being said, you should appear before your subjects at least once at the end of the ceremony. Doing so will help you to maintain order. There's no reason for the people to know that the world may soon be in for a change of leadership. Hey, what the? Lord Captain, I can't see a thing. Only darkness. Pitch black darkness. Are you being a facetious, ma'am? Wait, what was the Governor Medine's voice I made earlier? I don't know. I can't remember. Another prophecy? Yep. Martyr's blood. To me, this is just a hysterical outburst on your companion's part. I have no idea. Darkness just enveloped me. Bam! Sounds like some kind of veil. But I've not gone blind, no. It's the darkness that I see. The only thing that I see. No idea what that means, but the whole thing reeks, Lord Captain. I don't like the looks of the Oh. It's gone. You have no doubt been through a lot lately, ma'am. Small wonder your vision had a dim spell with all of its shooting everywhere, let alone all these maimed and maddened insurgents. It will be all right. The festivities will distract you and you will feel right as again. Right. I'm ready for my triumph. Yep. And the dialogue. And with that, let's talk to the tech priest for a little bit to see if they've got any other things for us to buy. No, it is just a modified laser gun. This is a heavy armor, 45 with 1 deflection against human enemies, and the metronome. Yep, it is tough to get this up to profit factor 4. Yep, I don't think we need anything here. The neuroactive amplifier is kind of nice. Uses stalwart defense, but its effects not triggered by the start of the next turn. Gain +4 movement point. Yep. I don't think stalwart defense is needed here. Okay. Right. That's everything. Let's move ourselves out over here. And I'm going to do a hard save. Let's head to the upper way. Do you know the way?เกิดอะไรขึ้นเตรียมป่าทำให้เฉยว่าเกิดอะไรขึ้นหรือเปล่า We got an autosave. And let's just talk to the Master of Ceremonies. What's up, MC? Speak. You will take the road now familiar to you from here to the starport. You'll be accompanied by your comrades in arms and a guard of honor. The body of the heretic known as the Prophet Aurora will be pulled in your wake as a battle trophy. A stop is planned in the middle of the road. There, grateful citizens will rush towards you, praising you for your salvation. Not to worry, this is a thoroughly choreographed interlude. The group of grateful people will be composed exclusively of loyal citizens vetted by us. A few healthy children. Excellent plan. I'm ready to start the triumph. Right? Just make sure that there's no items left. But if you I played through this before, so I know what's coming up.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
All right. So let's go ahead and let's move over here for a little bit to see if there's anything. Nothing. Okay. Let's ride the tank. Look at that servo skulls. Why are you all huddled together? I can't see a thing from back here. Glory to the Redeemer. Roy Carmenaris welcomes you. Roy Norris remembers you. Yeah, festively dressed people. Thank you. Let's continue. Right. Glory to Von Valanche's dynasty. Glory to Dangerous, a hero.
And swanky.
Yes. A stately, beautiful, and finely dressed woman calls out to your name in sonorous voice. And so you take a closer look. It is Raquel, the pilot we met. The grateful citizens wish to present the gifts to the Redeemer. Yes. But for whatever reason, you know for certain that right at this moment, the gaze of Aurora's dead, empty eye socket is fixed upon the back of your head. a thought surfaces in your mind, not a voice inside your head, not a mere thought. They are all going to die, befuddled, deprived, never having to see the truth. It's all because of you, enemy mine. Address the soldiers in the cordon. Stop the ceremony! Take the people away! Something terrible is about to happen. The soldiers in the cordon exchange perplexed glances, but the trained discipline prevails as they turn towards the spectators, preparing to lead the crowd away. What? They're coming out of the darkness! They're stealing the light! The darkness is insatiable! And behind them, behind these thieves, an ineffable eye follows. What? Idera. I'm sensing something boundless, blue, golden, dark. Behold the final dawn. Yep. Emperor. Save, protect us. Oh. The tank explode. And when in doubt, save. I understand. But I think we can't save here. Mid-battle. Right, we're finally jumping in to our first battle of the stream. Oh yeah, speaking of Biggie taking the sun away. There goes the sun. Do. I do wonder if that's like a Dyson swarm of some sort. If technology prevails. But I don't think Dyson's storms are canon in the Warhammer universe. Do, painted black. Also, I probably want to, in the near future, do some sort of stream that capitalizes on that's immediately recognizable by the younger crowd. Right. Okay, let's see. So we have an anointed cultist here moving first. Then you move? Okay. So with that, I think Abelard. What can you do, Abelard? Let's move Abelard here. Biggie can move here, maybe. And next up is you. I think we're gonna move you here, Argenta, and then we'll move Pascal over here.
Skibidi fizzled in 40k stream LOL.
What? Skibidi fizzle?
Asterisk Rizzler.
Yep. My goodness. What the gat. And you can go somewhere like here. Okay. Nope. Go, Mr. Enforcer. Oh, you... Okay. Destroying one unit, that's fine. Hey, rude. Okay, so Dangeresque. Let's move you here, right? Start off with a slicey dicey. Well, let's use the surefire plan first.
It's as good as done. You never stood a chance.
Look at that crit. And let's go ahead and jump. We'll do this.
I'll make it happen.
Bloodlet. Do a surefire plan, followed by a leap.
The best defense is a good offense.
And let's do another leap. Wait. Okay, the leap is free. Let's go ahead and do this.
Your end was
Nice. And then just leap over here. Then leap here. And then let's see if we can jump back into cover. Leap. Ayop. 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 Okay. And I think that's everything. Yeah, stay here. Hey, Mr. Enforcer, you are not doing your best. Is that the leader of the cultists? Okay, Argenta, I think you need... Okay, let's see where the enemies are. There's a bunch of guys over down there, but you are blocking the path. So, if we do a run and gun, move you here. I'm going to use this to pew pew. Pew 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 pew. And let's pew pew again.
I'll do it.
You. Ah, that didn't finish him off. That's fine.
Out of my way. I'll brush this
Ow.
off.
Right, Cassia, you do have an eye.
Emperor, give me strength.
Well, is this the Guardian? No, this is the Staff of House Orsalio. Yeah, sorry, don't cross my gaze, but
As duty demands.
there we go. We gave that guy a bit of a lidless stare. We're going to give extra turnsies to... Who do we give it to? Abelard.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Go, Abelard.
If I may.
We're going to give this, followed by charge, George. Nice. Idira, what do you have? Oh, wait a minute. You can't use this. I guess it's because of the warp? Right, let's go do enemy analysis.
Anything else? On it.
Move you back here. Away from the action. And probably a Granada. I mean, why not? Yep. Just a Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
What an
Dead.
unfortunate turn of fate.
Death to the weak.
Carried.
I serve the ruinous powers. Chaos guides me. Crush the feeble.
Oh, you dodged. Good job. Right, Abelard. Let's move you here.
Follow my lead.
We're going to charge over here.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Yeah, let's charge here. I guess.
Victory is imminent.
I probably have a nice power swing. Can we reach him with a power swing? No. But we do have a free shield bash, right?
At your
Bonk.
back, reduced to dust. Indeed.
Let's taunt him and endure.
I will do my duty.
Raquel, survive, please. Okay. I don't want Raquel to die. Okay. And let's shoot at the leader. Goodbye.
Break their morale. Chaos guides me.
Okay. There's more units coming in. Alright, Dangeresque. We'll need to move you here. Let's use this cunning plan, followed by one of these.
The best defense is a good offense. It's as good as done.
I will slice. Oh, we're out of heals. Okay. Yup.
Feel honored to witness this.
And let's do a casual return. Up. Yup. Nice. Let's just move you back. Right? Okay. Mr. Firestarter. Yep. Target the random soldiers. Aw, come on, Mr. Enforcer. Don't just go triggering attacks of opportunity. Right. Let's move you here now.
Guided by faith.
Let's go onesies,
Without deeds is worthless.
twosies. Followed by this.
Doubt is for the weak.
Argenta! That was pretty poor performance by you, Argenta.
Death cannot believe us.
That's weird. All of my chat disappeared. I do wonder if there's okay, I'm gonna move you here and just give him a gaze.
Me?
And do we have... Yep, the Guardian Staff. There's a bunch of things. This is a Toxic Needle. Let's go ahead and give extra command
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
and extra turnsies.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
As the Emperor
Pew pew.
commands, I can receive the
Nice.
Emperor's judgment.
Idira, I think you're not able to do much because of the veil degradation. I guess. Do we have... Okay, let's see if we have... line of sight? No.
Out of my way.
I've suffered worse.
Death to the weak.
Parry, please. Into a yep, counterattack.
Such is the will of chaos.
Damn it. More cultists. Oh, damn it. Please survive, Raquel. Okay, let's see if we have a good slice. Actually, we should have a good bash.
At your back.
Bash it.
This one. Tried and tested tactics are the best ways. Victory is imminent.
Bonk him on the head.
At your
Endure.
beck and call.
And let's do a taunting scream.
Indeed.
Yep, target me, please. We couldn't save Raquel. Damn it. So close, yet so far. Analysis. Joint analysis. Expose.
Stay vigilant.
I wonder if I wanted to try to reload this and save Raquel. We could try to save Raquel, huh? I do want to try it. Okay, let's see if we could save Raquel still. And whether if that's going to do anything to the narrative. Okay. Raquel. The Rogue Trader Wiki. Yeah, chosen one. Can you save Pilot Raquel? Act 1 spoilers. Does it have
So the son
any
got stolen,
repercussions?
right?
Yes, the son got stolen. Yep. I see. Right. I didn't actually have to worry about her getting down during the fight, actually. Uh-huh. Okay.
Ah, well, there is one group of dastardly folks I know of in 40K that like to steal sons.
Mm. The Eldari, right? Do the Eldari likes to steal sons? Which, okay. Ah, I see. I remember now. Okay, let's go to... Yep. Yep. Let's cancel. We don't need to load the save. We're fine.
I serve the ruinous powers!
One fewer target.
I serve the ruinous powers.
If I... Okay, so according to the guide, she survives only to die
On the edge
anyways.
of the bullseye, but it's the Dark Eldar, or the Druggery.
Okay, how's my health? I think we can... Let me see if I have any wounds. I don't have any wounds. I'm going to use this ability to mark somebody. Mark
I'll
you.
see to it personally.
And then move. And then let's do a leap.
I won't compromise my principles. It's as good as done.
Into
The Eldari fight to
slashy
preserve their
slashy.
severally depleted race from extinction, either from the younger races or from the predations of Slaanesh.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Yeah, you should stay here. Alright, Sister Argenta should move over here. And she should be able to revel in the slaughter. And get one of these.
The drudgery
Okay,
said, F all the
Dej.
preservation and survival, we living life to the fullest. So, they exalt in suffering and torture and hedonism.
Cassiopeia.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Right, we're gonna go buff,
If you insist, Lord Captain.
buff.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Extra turnsies.
If I may.
And you have a shot. Bonk. Idira, okay. So we've finally gotten out of the Veil degradation, I think.
Basically, the Eldar used to be the dominant race in the galaxy. They had such advanced tech that solved all their problems, which led to them getting bored and sinking into horrible debauchery.
We can't find... Oh yeah, we're a little bit too far from all these anointed cultists. How annoying. I guess we'll buff Danger-esque.
Was it you? Or
Right. This is a daring breach. Warrior immediately restores all AP and MP. Okay, we don't need that. We have a free
This
shield
debauchery
bonk.
got so bad that they birthed Slaanesh into existence, who consumed the souls of like 90% of the Eldar galactic population.
Donk. And slonk. Okay, good. That's it. 5 minutes passed. Lord, this is Master. Oh, Master, please set a Victus. What's going on? Parents, repeat. I shall fear no darkness, for light is within me, the light of my faith in thee. I shall flee before no enemy, for there is no enemy more terrible than cowardice. I shall overpower it. Okay, I didn't praise aloud while checking her equipment with deft fingers. Yep. Praying away her fears. Red, black, and lots of blinding white fear. The whole city's quaking. No, the whole world. Okay. Let's talk. More action. What's Victor saying, Lord Captain? Are they going to send a shuttle for us? Yep. We are en route to the starport. What? The start. Yeah. We observe appearance of starport. Evacuate. Okay. Does anybody has any idea what just happened? The final dawn. We stopped short of the puzzling out of the enemy's entire plan.
To preserve their old ways and not get into the sport of I wonder where my razor blade glove will go became the Ildari.
Yeah. So I guess that's it, right? I think the Eldari and the Slaanesh really does. And what's the thing that's most easily recognizable? They've got the whole Hellraiser aesthetic, didn't it? The final dawn. I saw I would find a way to write it. I saw blurry shadows, reaching for a ball of bright fire and pulling it away. And another shadow, much larger and more terrifying.
The worst of the debased holes fled into the pocket dimension of Komarak, where they continued their debased ways.
I guess. I saw blurry shadows reaching for a ball of bright fire, pulling it away. Do you know the way? I saw no connections, no complicity. It was like a loop catching on a hook. A small terror, made another, great one, crawl out of its lair and act. That's the best I can explain it. But what I can say is that I only see death in Rykard Minoris' future. Death and nothing else. And I mean it immediately future. In other words, it's time to leg it. Patience, everybody. Holy Sis here is almost done powdering her nose. My goodness. Right, a chill runs down your spine. You seem to feel Aurora's gaze upon you once again. Only it's not coming from her corpse any longer, but from everywhere. We've got to try to make it to the starport. Yep. Rogue Trader, we must help these people evacuate. The Emperor himself has entrusted their fate to us. And we're not going to go with Iconoclast. We're going to go Heretical. No obligation to save anyone.
Despite doing very Slaanishy things, the Druggery despise Slaanish as she will eat them just like any other Eldar. The only reason she hasn't yet is because of the torture and hedonism.
Wait, ironically, the spies doing very Slaanish things. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay, so we have either the Iconoclast or Heretical. I think we're going to go with Heretical here for the immediate boost. Because I'm under no obligation to save anyone. It is every man for themselves. Okay. Yep. Alarm is now almost physically drilling through your temples. The fleeting little whispers at the edge of your hearing are sinister and gleeful. Okay. The reason why we want that is because we now get a follower in Heretical, which gives us resource preservation. Resource preservation lets us for rogue traders and their allies to gain plus 20% chance to save a combat stimulant or a medkit after using it. So basically a free medkit use. Dogmatic, we might get some as well. We can get all these up to adherent if we so wish. So there's that. We might currently we'll try to get adherent to for most of these. Grim Determination as rotated with allies gets 10% chance to survive with one wound instead of falling unconscious. So there's that. And there's also
TDS, come one now.
Yep. Come one. Come one, come all. Yep. Right. In first round of combat, all crits scored by the Rogue Trader's party inflict burning. So, yep. So we could get adherent at the very least. Right. So let's go ahead and slowly get dogmatic for basic dogmatic if we can. We also have the before we continue on the Master of Command ranks. But now that we have Master of Command, we could first round of every combat we get additional movement points. So that's pretty strong. And before we head to Courage and Seal.
So long as the Dark Eldar feeds Slaanish by engaging in horrible debauchery, Slaanish won't devour them wholesale.
Yeah, I see. There we go. When one of the conviction branches reaches rank 3 of Votary, it becomes the character's main focus. Right? Let's have a look. Press the right click to expand. This will become the main thing. The allies spend 30 less momentum activating a heroic act. So we'll make sure we get ourselves more Iconoclast dialogue options here. And yeah, make sure that everybody reaches rank 2 beforehand though. Okay. Right, there's a bunch of things we can get, but I do believe we don't need anything else right here. Let's go ahead and wait. This is 5145. These people should be in the back. Well, me and Argenta. Yep, I think that's good. Yeah, that's good enough.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Yep, Pilot Raquel is alive, so yep. Quickly, your lordship, we have to leave this planet. And the Enforcer, may the light of the throne shine upon your path.
And then there are the Harlequins who are Eldar that escaped Slaanish's birth through the aid of the Eldar laughing god, Seguruk. The Harlequins are wanderers who serve the clown god's weird plans.
I think all of these go to cargo. Collect them. Yep. Oh yeah, I think we finished the first act earlier because we fight a random big dude, right? At the end of this. Right, let's go ahead and move this way. Do you think you had one enemy mine? You vanquished Twilight. You cut down Aurora, but she was only one of us. One of us. One of us. For the depths of the dead stone, from his prison of cold metal, he will rise. The hour is nigh. Yep. I guess we'll just head straight through. Unless there's something wrong with this approach. No.
Oh no, the evil lean mist.
My little voices have quietened down. They're lying low, whispering somewhere in the distance, like a draft sighing through the smallest crack. I suppose I should see it as a bad sign, but it's so nice to hear myself think again.
Knowing you, Mistress Class, and being unwillingly acquainted with your voices, I would remain on my guard.
Damn it.
I will endure.
Could you please not do that?
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. You will beg for mercy.
Okay.
But I will grant none.
Let the blood flow.
Right. So that's a big dude. Pascal. You're our snooper rifle dude. Right, I guess it's going to be Abelard in front. Nice and far in front,
Foul
perhaps.
chaos spawn.
That's a lot of chaos spawn down there. Holy crud. Okay. And Pascal will be back here, I guess. Okay. He's giving us the void bite. Okay. How far can you see? Okay. 95. Okay, so we're gonna use a couple of things. Let's first use Machine Spirit. Recoil is reduced by 6 rounds. Enemies dodge is reduced by 10% for 6 rounds. There we go. Let's go ahead and pew. Nice. Okay, Adira, let's go ahead and do a couple of things. Or actually, let's move you to cover.
What is this foreboding?
We'll give this guy, okay, Abelard. Let's go ahead and do this.
Will do.
Exposure.
On it.
And last but not least is fire. No two people are not on fire. Nice. Look at that. I think Abelard could unfire himself, maybe? Parried and returned fire. Okay, very strong. Right. So we'll go maybe... Okay, I'm going to use run and gun.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Doubt is for the weak. This is unacceptable.
Nice. Let's do that again.
I'll do it.
That's very good. I think the extra turnsies will definitely go to Argenta, considering her 100 percentage. Alright, let's do all the buffs. Onesies. Twosies buff.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
There we go. Bonk, bonk. Look at that. Good job, Argenta. The piercing damage did you a fair bit of good, I guess.
Super deeps.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
And this is a Staff of the Guardian, so we switch. We should be using the normal staff now. We just go here, have a look.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Care Bear.
Such is the will of chaos.
Right? Danger-esque. I'm afraid that this is a running over here. Let's do this
Not me.
and do a leap.
I'll make it happen.
Do one of these.
I'll see to you. Should have thought twice before crossing me.
And we have a nice brutal strike.
On it. The best defense is a good offense.
And then we'll finish things off with a acrobatic stuff. Oh. And off I go. Back here. Up, 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 up. Heading in, heading out.
I've suffered worse.
Okay, so we'll do this.
Victory is imminent.
Right, this endure actually
It
removes
will be done.
removes the fire. Yes, it does. Okay. We'll move you here.
My place is at the fort.
And let's go ahead and charge into the M&E.
Indeed. Gray hair, sure hand.
Nice shield bash. Okay, we have a scrim. Yep. Against these two. And let's see if we can knock him down.
Back and call.
Get off of me. Okay. No luck. Pascal, you're way too far to hit anybody. Except for that dude. Okay. I'm going to pew pew. Wait. Pew pew. Bzz. And let's go ahead and use enemy analysis. And just joint analysis.
My ears are ringing.
Okay. Idira could move here. Can we set fire to you yet? Yes, we can. Right, so we're going to do this. We're going to buff Abelard again. Analysis.
Will do.
Expose.
On it.
And no two people are not on fire.
Horse. There is
And we'll move you away
the Imperium.
after this. Okay, good. Hey, rude. Sister Argenta. What is your... do you have a... We don't have a, well, let's do this then. Currently we have 5 bullets, so let's do a free reload.
I'll do it.
Followed by a revel in slaughter.
Deeds is worthless.
And rapid fire. I guess here. And let's look. It is 154 momentum. So for us to get Firearm Mastery Heroic Act is 175. We're actually one away. That's fine. Blocked. Nice.
Just a minor setback.
Okay. Let's see. Extra turnsies goes to... Oh, we can't give it to Pascal, huh? I guess we're a little bit too far. But we'll make sure that he has all the things first.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Right, Pascal, please do a little bit of a shoot. Let's see, who do we shoot? It's either this guy or this guy. Let's pick the weaker one first. Look at that crit. Right, again, we'll move you here.
Make some opportunities.
Have some extra turnsies.
I'll see to it personally.
So let's do a slice. This is bad because we're actually close to... Actually, let's just do this.
Who if not me?
And do a little bit of a... Oh! Oh! And we have a leaping attack right over here.
Make it happen.
Was going to sleep but couldn't do SL without coming and wishing you and Manta and good night.
Ah, okay. Thank you for being here.
Blessings TL both of you, awesome people.
Thank you, Akko. Feel free to go take a nap and have a good sleep. Ow.
It will be done.
I'm going to do this, followed by a reckless strike.
Victory is in.
Look at that knockback. And do a shout. Taunt.
At your beck and call.
We're going to use this. And do that. And we're going to pew right at him. Oh, damn it. You're so strong, Pascal. Having a snooper is just so nice. We dodged a Granada. Wow, that's impressive.
I know what is to come.
And do we have a... Yes, we do. Right, with that, we are going to go... Okay, what does this do? Dodge and parry. Give it to Biggie, I guess.
Was that you? Or
And we're gonna go with enemy analysis.
will do.
Exposure.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, you can't. And let's just light him on fire.
Anything else?
Which should, yep, hit another dude. Yep. Pretty strong.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Okay. So,
Good night, Echo. Sorry, hotel internet not great.
yes, I assumed that was the case.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
75. I'm going to go onesies, twosies, and then just pew pew you like so.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Good job. And that's it. Unless we do this. No, let's just keep, let's end things here. I do wonder if this is enough, if Pascal can
I'll paint your death in colors.
can actually shoot this guy from here. Yes, he can. Goodbye. Did we just miss the 95%er? He did, didn't he? Much better.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay. Let's move these. Mesh vest is not ideal either. Let's move all of these. Right. It is so nice to have a decent build to the guide to the various builds. It's just the beginning, enemy mine. He comes, he comes, he comes. he comes, I guess. That's what she said. I wonder what happens if I just click here. Nothing, I
And
hope.
they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't
They're
stop
coming.
coming.
One in the other's footsteps. Oh no! Not coming in the morning and coming in the evening on each other's feet. So they're jury fans, I guess. They're coming step after step. The eyeless followers and the voiceless heralds. The great master behind him. They're coming behind him. Here, the enemy mine. We are mere shadows. Followers, you are yet to meet him. Who has endowed us. Oh wow, he's well endowed as well. Wonderful. Such a sus dialogue. That is, of course, if you survive this day, the day of the coming of the final dawn. Yep, everybody's coming. Just coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Of course they don't. Anyways, I remember. Okay, let's just collect all of these. Except collect and exit.
The anarchy at the starport will distress the hallowed machine spirits of the Voidcraft, rendering them deaf to all litanies of placation. The shuttle we use for the evacuation must be handled with caution.
I see.
With all due respect to your faith, her name, if we find a working shuttle, we will worry about restoring the machine spirit's equilibrium once we're back on board our ship.
Let us know,
Yep.
Dawdle.
Let's go ahead and head this way. Yep, I do believe that we're fine because we basically disarmed the traps and all of the various different things.
Your arrogance
Wait.
will be your downfall.
Okay. Right, so let's see. It is a huge cultist dude there,
We disarmed the traps.
and these
More
sharpshooters. Oh no. Right, so I do believe we should stay behind cover. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and pop a couple of our guys in front. Abelard will stay in this bit of cover, maybe. Dangerous here. Argenta should stay in full cover, but in a place where she could move after. Dangerous move here, I guess. Pascal, go here. Here. There. Here. Yep. Ooh. Hey. Oh, okay. You're just going to move and cause trouble. Did Abelard get wounded? I don't think so. Right. I am thinking doing this
Faith without deeds is worthless.
followed
As the
by
Emperor
this
commands, I act.
and just go pew 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 pew. There we go.
I'll do it.
Whoa, look at all those hits. Right.
Let's get to it.
Show me what you've got.
Show me what you got. Cassia.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Ha, that's what she said. We're gonna go and have a look. Just a bit of a gaze.
I am a navigator.
Bonk.
Navigator's might.
Look at that lidless there. And who else do we give extra turnsies to? Oh, darn it. That put me in a position where I can't buff anybody. I guess you could self-buff? No, we can't. No, just stay here.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Out of my way.
Oh no, the rebel agitator. Although we hardly know her. Buddy, you shouldn't, you know, agitate your friends.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
And do we have a... Okay, we can't see you from here. I guess it's here then.
What is this foreboding?
I'm gonna give you the extra parries.
Will do. But of course.
This followed by an expose.
Will do.
And now we're gonna light you on the fires.
What an unfortunate turn.
Wait, what happened? Was that... Oh, that's reinforcements. Okay. Reinforcements. Oh, it's a doggo. Solomon and the doggo are here to help us. Wow. Oh, wow, 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 wee wow. That's a lot of damage.
Judge Dredd time.
We can't see anybody from here. You can see a bunch of people from there, but I think we'll need to move somewhere in the back. Yeah, let's move you here.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
And use joint analysis. Perfect shot. Now let's see if we can pew somebody from here. Let's focus fire on you.
Ability analysis successful.
Here we go.
Hi, Gunner. Hey. Yep. Wait. Does that dude literally say Zenech? Screamer of Zenech. Okay. So now we do know who we're fighting against. And I do believe we don't have a decent location to go to. Right. Abelard. Brace for impact, followed by a charge. Charge. Nope. Okay. You parried us. Okay, so that means a nice bonk. But probably not a nice bonk. Let's go ahead and do a slash, followed by a shield.
Reduced to dust.
Nice. And let's go ahead and shield these.
With purpose.
Oh yeah, but Dark Eldar can and do steal suns on occasion. Mostly to have a son in Komarak. Other times to make life worse for others.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Who are you trying to shoot? Oh. Against Judge Dredd, I guess. Cocky Clamor? I hardly know her. Okay. Manifestation. Oh, okay. Be careful, screamers. A bunch of lampreys. Okay. You're just failing. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Holy crud, how much damage does that dude deal?
Oh, screamers. Demons of Tsiench.
I think it's Zenech, but I guess that's as good as the TTS is going to be able to handle.
Doubters for the eradicated.
Nice. Okay. Stay still.
Emperor, give me strength.
It does feel like a, let's see if we can boost Abelard.
Isn't this a job
One,
for the serfs?
2. Extra turnsies for Abelard.
If I may.
The Abelard charge. And we're gonna go with a shield bonk.
I don't
And-
think Games Workshop has ever actually put out an official pronunciation, but most people pronounce it like Z-inch.
I'm just going to slice.
Indeed.
Give you a slice. Look at that crit. And that's the last dude right there.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
And we're gonna... Oh, we have this. So let's go ahead and do a Reckless Strike. Followed by a Reckless Bonk.
Victory is imminent.
Bonk him in on the head. Oh.
Target.
Look at that damage. Right. So what happened there? We had a Reckless Strike. The True Warrior's next melee attack gains plus 25% armor pen, plus 10 damage, ignores 80% of target's parry. Even enemy who survives the attack will return the attack, but we parried the return attack and hit them back again with a shield. So I think that's what happened. Where's the last dude? That's the Bruiser Rebel.
A tactically sound approach.
And, yep. Stay here, Cassia.
Cover me.
Is the Bruiser in visual range? No. What about you, Pascal? Can you see him from here? Yes, you can. All right, Pascal. Just give him a bit of a analysis.
Request approved. My vow is to serve.
And we'll go... Hey, buddy. I guess you're doing fine over there in cover. Will you be dodged from this single attack?
The scriptural prophecy is favorable.
Not if you missed the 95%er. Let's see if we can bloodlet. Can we leap against him yet? No. I'm gonna bleed a bit more. Oh, we can't.
Bloodlet Mo.
fuse.
Alright, I guess Abelard's gonna have to finish this. Let's charge at him, Abelard.
It will be done.
Nice. Still alive, Rogue Trader? Good. You spot as many wounds on Glacio. There are burns and cuts all over the coat, and one of the visors is broken, and yet there's nothing in this cybermassive's straight posture that would indicate pain, if pain is even something this dog can still feel. What's happening in the starport then? Panic and Heresy. People are ready to crush each other to reach the shuttles, which makes them easy targets for the enemy. So where's the governor? I do not know. He waited for you, under Arbitr's escort, to burn the heretic's body and conclude the ceremony. But when the sun went out, and the enemies came at us at every crack in the rockcrete, he panicked and ran. But the smartest choice. He would have been safer with us. Those wounds look bad. Let me offer you first aid. I would have accepted your offer, but we still have Medicaid kits. Not many, but it should last us until we get to the shuttles, which is all we need. It appears your investigation's had a dead end. Not yet. It hasn't. We did find something on the port terminal, shortly after the tide was hauled away. Suspicion ship took off of the planet, and I already know how to track it down. I see you're not trying to flee and have chosen to fight instead. I commend your resolve. Yep. Actually, our plan is to retreat. The rebels are one thing, but there's nothing we can do against the warp forcing its way in, and that's a fact. This battle was forced on us. We had to keep the heretics away from the terminal until the machine spirit finished transferring the data to the shuttle. Speaking of shuttles, the ship we hired has turned tail and left orbit, so I must turn to you with a request. Take my squad abroad, and we will disembark on the first world or station with access to the void ship. We could not die here with whoever stole the tide is enjoying their freedom. I could use a personal lawman at my beck and call. You have my text, Rogue Trader. You should press forward. We won't keep you waiting. Oh, he's not joined us as of yet, but I forego to give myself a med kit and Granada. Let's use a Force Granada. Right. Next up. Yep, you're good. You're also good. You're fine. Yep, you're all fine. What is this? This is, let's go ahead and put this Mars pattern sword in to the cargo now. I probably want to get rid of the headgear here as well, but that's fine. Right, but that, okay, Mazoa pattern sword, hot shot pistol, scrappy lace gun, shock baton, oh my goodness. Just a, thing from, whatchamacallit, yet another reference to, what's his name? Hazan and Kaya. What is this? Oh, just another sniper rifle. เตรียมฮะขอปืดหน่อย
Always keep your eye on the prize.
More goods here. Ah, this is new. Okay. So we have a plasma gun, which is interesting. We either give this to Pascal now, or have him keep the long glass. And we have a new shield, which is the stronghold. Whenever the wielder blocks an attack, they gain 8 temporary wounds. Okay. Let's have a look at the weapon comparison here. So the long glass is 14 to 20. And this is... okay, less damage, more armor pen. I do prefer the... well, we'll see if we have a slightly better gun in the future. This is still not the strongest gun available here. Yeah, I think the long glass is just a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, the Omnissiah axe is a little bit better here as well. Is there anything else we need to fix? Oh yeah, the shield. Whether if this, which one of these is better? Well, this is the stalwart defense is a little bit better. +1 deflection. And okay, so this is a little bit of a slight improvement for the, but I'm not sure if the, let me just see what deflection is. It determines the amount of damage deduced whenever an enemy hits the character. Okay. Well, I guess. Oh, can we actually give it to okay, no we can't. I was hoping that we could have actually given it to our dude here, but that's going to be broken if we could equip a shield on our long glass character. Okay, let's keep things as is. I'll also double check this area. Is there anything here? Just a turret. We'll double check this place as well, just in case. Yeah, there's more goods here now. It hurts. Somebody give me an IHO.
Rise to the top, or get
Okay.
left in the dust.
I-ho, I-ho, I-ho. Yeah, I'll save. And we'll see if there's anything else. I don't think there is anything else that we need to worry about. Aside from the boss battle. The stench of Fisleen and the blood blankets at the starport, echoes of shout of gruntle drifts over the landing pads. A shards of plexiglass crunch underfoot. You recognize Sergeant Malgar and the crowd huddled next to the shuttles. He was the soldier who greeted you upon your arrival at Rykard Minoris. A group of bloodied and frightened people is wedged between Malgar's wardens and the shuttles. You recognize them as the governor of the planet and the members of his high-ranking entourage. Their expensive attire has been torn in the fight, many bare wounds left by bayonets. Alright, examine the people in front of the shuttle first. Let's examine. Some of the nobles are paralyzed with fear. Others have succumbed to despair. 2 corpses are lying on the ground with their arms outstretched. Black blood has pooled under one of them. The other's skull has been split open like a nut, encircled by a pinkish crimson halo of bone splitters and bits of brain matter. Okay, Sergeant Malgar, explain. Yep. What's going on here? The sergeant spins around to face you, his face a twisted grimace of anger. Our esteemed governor and his gang of cronies have been cowering behind us, and now when things are rough, they thought they could, scarper and leave us here to die. We've shed our blood for him and broken our backs to provide for him. And after all this, you think that's fair, you piece of grok shite? Yep. Idira flinches and starts babbling despair. No. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Damage taken to cover Medine. Yep. The governor spits out blood and opens his mouth to respond. When his head explodes, his body falls limp to the side, his remaining eyes staring upward. Wow. The chorus of the noble screams cannot drown out the sergeant's spiteful whimper. Enough, you said your piece. For generations upon generations, the nobles of this world cared for Rykard Minoris and ensured the prosperity of its inhabitants. And this is your gratitude, peasant? For killing a nobleman, you deserve to be executed wherever you stand. My mentor was right. The rabble truly have no honor. You act like an executioner. Do you think you have such a right? Oh, wait. I could have gone a persuasion check. Okay. Did you say anything with Sergeant Malgar? Okay. Right. Let me load one of the autosaves. Let's see if our persuasion check will do anything. We don't have dogmatic, which is unfortunate. If we had a bit of... We have had enough in dogmatic, we would have had a few more dialogue choices. Explain what's going on here, Governor. Don't trouble yourself, Lord Governor. I'll explain things myself. Yep. You could have forgotten your duty to help anyone you can. Yep. Let's see. Right, persuasion test succeeded. I don't know why you stick up for these parasites. They never would have helped someone like me, but they don't deserve to die either. You're right about that. Not all of them, at least. But a dull thud came from deep within the starport. Heavy footsteps shake the rockcrete. A pleasant tremor in your bones. Okay. Oh, boss battle.
You thought you had killed all the false believers. True. For I am Aurora. I am the herald of change. Behold the final dawn, and
I assume this is a corrupted Yep. I assume that you're a focus on rage. Chaos Space Marine. There we go. And we have this and Minutemen Rabble. Right, so let's go ahead and look for cover. For Argenta, for Pascal, and for Adira. Okay, we have a... or actually, instead of that, we might want to pop you, Pascal, go over here. Oh wait, you can't reach. Right, I guess you, Cassie, I could go over here. And then it's Abelard, close. Let's stay close. Ooh, the music. The heavy metal music is just chef's kiss. All right, Argenta. Right, let's see. What's the range here? 54. Okay, 61 and 1 is fine. I'm gonna use a couple of these. Rapid fire, followed by a concentrated fire. Here we go. That's pew pew.
Faith without
Not by much.
Oh, damn it. What happened to you? Oh, he's prone.
Let's make it quick.
All right, Dangeresque, you need to move in closer.
Don't let your guard down.
Extra-turnsies. Go do a death from above. Right here.
It's as good as done. I'll make it happen.
Yep.
It was inevitable.
Up. And let's do another leap.
Who, if not me?
And another leap. Right over here.
On it. Never stood a chance.
And let's just go slice. There's this normal strike, brutal strike, and another brutal strike. Let's just do a normal strike.
It's as good as done.
Let's do this, and let's just
I'll see to it personally.
up. Yep. Yup. And move back. Bye-bye. Can we actually ignite you from here? Yes, we can. Yes, no. Yes, we can. Okay. If we can ignite you from here, then let's go ahead and see if we can... No, Abelard's prone, so never mind that. Let's go with enemy analysis. Enemy exposure.
Will do.
Let's blind him. And now we'll set you on fire. And you can just stay here. Let's go ahead and give Idira all of the things.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Exposure.
But of course.
And fire him. Nice. Stay. Move you into cover over here. And let's keep an eye out for you. Yep. Go lidless. There we go. Right, we're gonna go with buff on everybody close by. And now we're going to go pew pew. Let's see if we could pew pew the guy in the back. Right here. Hey. Nice. Okay. Nice. Ow. Parried and a return attack, maybe? No. Okay. We're gonna go run and gun, I think.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And we're gonna shoot him not once but twice. 97%er.
As the Emperor.
Look at those crits. Right, let's move you in. Right over here.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Do this.
Who if not me?
Go slash, slash, slash,
Thought twice before crossing me.
and go with a slash.
I'll make it happen. Best defense is a good offense.
And we're just gonna run
It's
back.
as good as done.
Right, let's go ahead and do this.
At your
Yup.
beck and call.
And brace.
I will do my duty.
We're fine. We don't need. Let's see if we could shout. No, let's use endure as well. Let's shout this way.
At your beck and call.
And just go. Yep. Fall over. Oh, we have also a free shield bash. Free shield bash? Free shield bash.
Indeed.
Asterisk shout.
Shout, 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 shout. Let's give Abelard the... No, let's give the extra...
You have ruined it, TDS.
Yep. I don't know what TDS has ruined. And at this point, I'm afraid to ask. Let's just go ahead and expose her. I hardly know her. More weaknesses.
Was that you? Or
And no two people are not on fire. Aw.
on it?
Stay here. Okay, give him a bit of a lidless stare. A Care Bear stare.
I typed shout and let it all out, but TDS and autocorrect ruined it.
Oh, damn it. Okay. So let's see if there's anything here. We have a bit of a, whatchamacallit. What's this debuff? Hated by Aurora. Oh dear. Help, Biggie. Nope. Nope. A zone of fear?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I guess we're... Do we have a... I don't think we even have an attack. Okay. Let's do... Perfect shot. Let's use expose weakness. On Aurora. And just pew pew Aurora. Goodbye, Aurora. Okay, stay still. Oh!
Still beats.
Okay, we need to give her heals. Sooner rather than later as well. Let's reload.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Reloading.
'Tis the path of the As the Emperor commands.
Dej. Okay. Let's see what this does. This is a soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire. Okay. Let's not use this yet. Right. We have the best heals.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
I wonder if I could do this. Okay.
Who if not me?
I'll move here and give... No, I'll move here. Heals on Cassia.
Squirming.
I'm grateful.
Can we even jump all the way through here? No, I don't think we can. Abelard, we need your help. Whoop. Okay.
At your beck and call.
Can we reach him with a taunt? No. Okay. So let's go ahead and use this. Extra turnsies. And say, hey, buddy, attack me.
I will do my duty.
Oh, we can't. All right, that's good enough.
Abelard, scream at the working class.
Yes, that's it.
Not this Scryer's job. There is movement in the Imperium.
Do we have enough range from here to set you on fire? No. Although, I think we have enough of a range to move you here. Do a bunch of buffs on Pascal.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Not a servitor. Okay. Alright, Pascal. Please shoot him. $77%. Did you miss? I think you missed. Oh no, you didn't. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a one of these. I think that's going to have to be it. Please let me hit 77%. Nice. Okay. And with that, I do believe we have our next levels, our next choice. Yep, there we go. We have either Blade Dancer. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look-see on what we're going to do with all these characters. First off, I do believe we are going to use Overseer for you. And with that, it's okay. We can't pick Cyber Mastiff. It's probably a Cyber Raven, right? Cyber Raven is a powerful instrument of powerful instrument of transmitting warp energy. Its warp relay ability allows to enhance the Overseer's psychic powers, spreading the effect to multiple targets at once. If that's not enough, complete the cycle to transmit the most recently relayed psychic power once again, so no cover can hide the Overseer's enemies who are nearby. Relocate provides it with additional mobility. Stabilize is essential ability for helping allies regain their wounds.
Being a sniper reminds me of the primary fighting force of the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Skitarii. Devotees turned into basically a combat servitor, but with better and more advanced processing.
I don't know why they called it devotees instead of devotees. Basically a combat servitor, but with better, more advanced processing. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick Cyber Raven here. I think Cyber Raven grants us, ability to help allies for purification. Okay, biomancy and telepathy works out. Yeah, let me just make sure that all of the various different classes are correct. Right. So as I look here, for Abelard, they want me to go Arch Militant versatility. Idira goes for Cyber Raven. Argenta could go versatility. Pascal goes Bounty Hunter for hunt. So that's the pew pew. And Cassia goes Grand Strategist with combat tactics. Yep. Okay. And I think for Strong Bad is also okay. Let me just go Flayer.
One of the main weapons of the Skitarii is a rifle with nuclear bullets that not only irradiates everything it hits, but also irradiates the user when they eventually drop.
My goodness. All right. So we're gonna go pick Cyber Raven here for this.
From radiation poisoning, the next Skitarii picks up the weapon and continues fighting.
All right. Let's complete. Operative Overseer. Next up, we'll go Grand Strategist into combat tactics. The Grand Strategist analyzes the battlefield and creates specific areas, providing bonuses to allies. So front line, back line, and rear. In the first round of the combat, all three areas can be created in one turn. In the following rounds, only one of them can be created per turn. All areas can be moved with the corresponding abilities. Okay. For the Grand Strategist, the highest intelligence bonus and fellowship bonuses of all the Grand Strategists is used. There can not be more than one area on the battlefield for each. Okay. So we have ourselves some combat tactics here. Very nice. Next, we shall go with Bounty Hunter with Hunt Down the Prey. So the Bounty Hunter may mark any enemy in combat as prey. Whenever the Bounty Hunter offs a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus until the end of combat. The bonus depends on the enemy difficulty tier, the Roman numeral on the enemy's icon. So 1 to 2 is the Bounty Hunter's maximum wounds as temporary wounds. And Prey's difficulty tier, critical damage. And both of the above. Hunt Down the Prey has 3 charges at the start of combat. So, okay. So it's just marking the target. And for the rest of these guys, we'll go with Arch Militant. Versatility is whenever the Arch Militant uses an attack of a different type from their previous attack, gains a stack of versatility. Valid attack types: a single shot, melee, and single target burst. Okay, so single target and burst are different attack types. Wait. Yep, single shot, melee attack, either single target or burst. Yep. Area melee, area range.
Why did I get a shoddy ad for a Star Trek mobile game Christmas event?
I guess that's what they want you to have. Okay, right. Let's go ahead. Versatility is just so strong on an Arch Militant. Yep. Yep. Has 4 more stacks of versatility. The Arch Militant deals additional damage. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the build. Blazing, Raging Crimson. Right. We're alive, Lord Captain. We're alive. Look at the birdie. Oh, it's Vesper. The birdie's name is Vesper. I hardly know her. Let's see what the dude has in store for us. Right, so all these will keep. The Gem of Dark Vitality requires Conviction Heretical, plus 4 maximum wounds. Veiled Degradation is about 15 plus 10 toughness. Okay. And we have Silent Verdict versus Life Draining Sword. Life Draining Sword is a one-handed melee that drains life per hit. Target must pass a toughness resistance test, otherwise suffers bleeding and veiled degradation increased by 1. If you're a heretical, the wielder restores wounds. Okay, so this is only for the heretical. We have Bringer of Terror, which is a bolter weapon proficiency that requires 60 strength. Two-handed range heavy bolter. It's just so little damage, right? All right, let's collect all of these. And let's have a look at the comparative weaponry. I do believe... Okay, let's just sort. I do believe this is... oh, this requires heretical. I see. Still less damage. Yeah, still less damage than that. I don't know why would you use this versus normal bolter. It does have armor pen. Oh, the max ammo is huge. Okay, the range... Yeah, rate of fire is 8 compared to 9 to 14. Okay, I understand. It has a huge rate of fire. Okay. Right, we actually have I could actually wear this because we have a little bit of heretical. And I don't think we're wearing using this or the plasma gun. Shield's an interesting choice as well, but I do prefer the dual swords. Yeah. Oh, we have a Cyber Raven item. What does the pet item do? We have yeah, this dude's name is Vesper. Can we rename him? Can we rename the pet? Oh, we have some color schemes. Okay, this pet, or this color, or this. Nice and golden. Yeah, let's go ahead and apply this. Can we not rename the beard? Come on, we should be able to rename the beard, right? Oh well, if we can't, we can't. That's unfortunate.
Hello everyone.
Hi, Master Chief. We just recently, we finished a big battle.
Okay.
Yep. And this is to the Void Ship Bridge. Okay.
I was checking with you.
Okay, we could run to the Void Ship Bridge. And that's everything. Mesh vest is meh. Rebel sniper rifle is a new one. Ooh, that's a bit of an improvement than the other long last battle. Long last.
Hi, Chief.
Let's collect all.
Right now, I'm going back to my bed. Good night. Bye.
Good night. Thanks for checking in. And thanks for being here, even though it's a little bit of brief. Yep. I'm gonna hope that by tomorrow I'll be able to get back on my seat, but tomorrow is my physiotherapist is gonna be here tomorrow to do a checkup as well. So tomorrow evening is when we're gonna be back. We might be back sitting up in a few days. Oh, look at the Breer. There they are. Thanks to the Emperor. You are alive, your lordship. We are most gratified by your return, and the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you may have. Before anything else, I will hear an account of what happened to the system's son. Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun. The black creations of inhuman make, amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surround the star, and then my apologies, but I struggle to find the words that could describe the terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. Yep. Drukhari. Yep. Heinrich's just saying that immediately. Right. As if we did not have enough troubles on our hands already. The Xenos? Enemies of humanity? That's going to give us a little bit of XP. A breed of the Adari, the most cruel and devious of the kind. The design of the ship matches the description provided by the Voxmaster. Yep. Like all Xenos, the Drukhari are blight on the face of the galaxy, but their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of the twisted intellect. And maybe those creations are capable of things that may seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye. The theft of a son is one example of what they are capable of. So are the Xenos in league with Auroral Scouters then? Maybe we can rule out that possibility. The Drukhari would never ally themselves with the arch-enemy's worshippers. If they had to name one thing that humanity and the Xenos have in common, it would be a shared loathing of the warp corruption. Okay. So the situation calls for immediate action, Danger-esque. We can continue this conversation later if you so wish, but right now, I believe you should assume command. Okay, what is your current situation on board then? The Navigator's Sanctum is no longer empty, but the warp engine is still refusing to obey the engine seers. Without it, we cannot perform a warp jump. Okay. Pascal says, it may be angry, or perhaps it is lamenting the injuries it has suffered. I will immediately initiate preparations for a prayer service. If the Omnisire grants me comprehension, I'll appease the machine spirit of the vessel. So what happened? Why did you not send the shuttle for me then? I do apologize, your lordship. We were unable to receive your request for evacuation. The Vox Link was overrun with vile interference, screams, blasphemous hymns, and other sinister noises. Any who listened to the interference for a protracted period lost their sanity. Several dozen operators went mad monitoring the Voxcasters in the hope of hearing your voice. Each one of them waited in vain. So what's happening on the planet now? Our augur operators are reporting numerous uprisings and manifestations of the arch enemy's powers. Our various locations on the planet, based on the fragments of communications picked up by our Vox operators, there's practically no resistance from being offered from the Governor's forces.
Yup. Drukhari, despite having the natural heightened psyker capabilities of the Eldar race, refused to use psyker powers in fear. Slaanesh decides to take it as a chance to take a bite out of their soul.
Yeah. Our augurs operators are reporting numerous uprisings and other manifestations, There is practically no resistance being offered by the Governor's forces. Millions of people are converting to the blasphemous final dawn cult en masse and assembling in prayer circles. So do we have any hope of retaking the planet then? I fear that Rykite Minoris is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave the system as soon as possible. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy, who are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttles, we have all the shuttles salvaged from the starport. The dark eyes of Sisters of Battle flash. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving the people of our dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from heavens and lifted the saint and her followers up to the sky, away from the corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all of our efforts to saving the people and looking down the heavens of hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the Holy Relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the electro priests who guard intended. Okay. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we're putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far too valuable than all of Rykite Minoris. The von Valentius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish. Also, lamentable as it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge towards death, the finale of the cult of the Final Dawn's plans. I was once witnessed similar event, a world that has surrendered to the servants of the arch-enemy and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation, and there are those who willingly give their souls to chaos, a sacrifice great enough to bring forth a daemon world. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct targeted bombing of the Electro-Priest Monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The worlds of millions of souls from fate far worse than death, and we will save Rykite Minoris from becoming an outpost of the arch-enemy. Only death can rescue these people. The Undying Ones had reached out his hand to this world. It is time for him to reap his harvest. We must not reject his design, lest millions of names never reach him, and instead perish in the depths of the Imperium. Death is mercy, Dominator-esque. Whatever fate you choose for this world, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I see it even from orbit. As do I see the storm is already upon us. With every moment that we waste, it grows even more difficult to perilous to steer the ship towards the warp, this turbulent currents. I'm with the lady on this. Enough talking. We need to get out of here while we still can. And something lurks in the depths of your conscious.
Material worlds that in one way or another end up in the warp and get subjected to all manner of horrible warp influences.
Something lurks in the depths of your conscious, bristles the passing through saving people. The spike of horror you feel takes your breath away. It is as if you were preparing to steal the prey for a mighty predator. The planet is already wrapped in the thread of stretching from the warp. And why can we not try to evacuate at least some of the people? Which of these planets indicates we could evacuate? We can go dogmatic, suboptimal course, and carry out orbital strike on the Electro Priest Monastery. Record Minoris must fall. Yep. I think we're going to go with a dogmatic option here so that we could get some dogmatic points. Yes, Lord Captain. I'll immediately inform the navigation and the artillery decks for impending maneuver. The right choice, Lord Captain. May the sacred exterminatus clean the veils of corruption. Right. So with that, we could get a little bit of the dogmatic. That's a lot of dogmatic points, which is good. But we're not going to go beyond 45 for dogmatic, I don't think. All right, so what's going on here? Yep. The warp sextant is not responding to my commands. The ship's spirit is rejecting our prayers in anger. I'm currently calculating a plea that might appease the noble spirit. Magos, why don't you assume control of the technomats? Surely their contribution will speed things up. They would only be a hindrance. I am searching for a way to rectify this error. Okay. Ship in your temple, they started acting like it, you blasted cog. Magos, you do not bring the situation under control, we'll all perish. Act swiftly. Crew, heed the word of Magos Heinemann. Pascal, kindly request that you take charge of this mess. Yep. Thank you, your lordship. You are right. Tech comrades, heed my instruction. Yep. The mayhem immediately subsides, and the crew's action falls into some indiscriminate, discernible logic. The Omnissire's servant starts working in sync, and the binary clamor becomes a symphony of reports, which is the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor. Admirably done, Pascal. Yep. The Omnissiah guides. Please take your place at the cogitator, Lord Captain. First explain what we are doing. I studied the data and discovered a machine node that was damaged as a result of the heretic sabotage. The functioning of the warp sextant was tempered with and the ship's spirit, aggravated by this violation of the right to operation, is now rejecting its calculations. I sought a way to rectify this error, and the complex concluded that your participation is necessary to do so. The cogitator's system of this temple, the Omnissiah, are subordinate to the shell, whose repository serves the machine you receive for us. A machine created for your predecessor, and one that uses the biological signature of the dynastic blood in its computations. The spirit should recognize the ship's master and submit to his will. Should. That should sounds less than reassuring. Yep. Lord Captain, I am still poorly acquainted with this void ship. The acolytes here have adopted their own customs for conversing with the machine spirits. They do not know me, and they express themselves in little-known dialects of the Technolingua, collection of dialects used by Adeptus Mechanicus and its tech priests. Can be used as spoken language with audio bursts as a machine code with electrical signals. I guess I will trust in the Omnissiah that my analysis of this data was correct, it means we have a chance of appeasing the ship's spirit. Each machine in front of you is lit with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and endless rush of symbols and digits of the green background make your eyes water. So it's just the Matrix, right? And a vague sense of alarm shimmers in the depths of your mind. A typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with this magnitude of omniscience creation. Among the numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as the gate of the warrant chamber. Okay, cool. พี่แอมฮะเดี๋ยวฝากทำไอ้เนื้อตุ๋นได้ไหมเอ่ยเนื้อตุ๋นกับไอ้อะไรนะไอ้เฝอป่ะRight. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare for the incense instrumentation for the liturgy of machine spirit preparation. Senior technomats, recite the prayer to generate the current data report. Operations will be marked with chronological protocol on the Sire's Rejoice. Okay, what must I do here? Okay, place your hand inside the throat of the cogitator. Okay, let's just place my hand here. Yep, metal jaw clamps down. Reach out and touch the... Okay, what does this all mean? The sound of the voice cogitator servants, whose bronze-bound skeleton is built into the cogitator's house shutters. With a screech, its skull rotates towards you and then stops in then position. Benevolent Cloud is a voice receptor. I hypothesize that the VX loaded in the analysis block register a reaction to the signal, but no processed response. Temporary override is permissible. What should I do now? Lord Captain, I now ask you to address the machine spirit. Speak following command. By my authority, I revoke the involatility protocol of the war engine. The voice receptor will receive the vocal entry without your sanction. Yep. Okay. Right, servants of the Omnisire make now the offering of cleansed data crypts to the machine spirit, so that it may be filled with the true and calibrated data. May the Omnisire have mercy on your souls. Let's keep going. Yep. Cleansed data crypts some prayers. Okay. Let this... No. This mechanism awaken the renewed purity. He's going no, his fingers flying over the command ruins. Is everything alright, Magos? Yep. A few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted on the cogitator begins to emit sparks. Okay. The massive errors in this warp section and its calculations is destroying the data repositories. The offering did not appease the ship's spirit. The warp cannot be filled with the motive force. We are trapped. Perhaps an alternative Horizon protocol, an emergency launch of the auxiliary coils. Yep. Right, read the information on screen. Stab true, stab false. Query. Magus. Hanneman, a moment if you will. Lord Captain, the transmission from the data core, most likely the residual cognitive. Yep, machine spirit, do you hear me? Okay. It creaks. Prompt, ping, rep, injury, rescue, query. Yep, rescue. Number 4 is such a strong bad answer. Use a pile of scrap that the rogue trader commands you. Rid us of your malady and submit to my will. Yep. Your lordship, addressing the machine spirit in such a burst manner. It's unacceptable. Yep. Pascal's next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vid screen begin to stabilize after another. Oh no, we strong batted it. Silly Lappy, follow my command. Yep. One monitor remains red. Registering warp section activated. Registering data stream. Stabilizing. Registered 0 data errors found. Ready for translation. I'm also reporting evidence of indicating the Category 3 miracle for fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification. Lord Captain, Ravor here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier, and I've just received confirmation from the engineering here calls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine is up, Your Lordship. What just happened? Okay. I hypothesize that the ship spirits heard our prayers. Okay. It appears the Omniscience perceives and knows the power of your faith, Pascal. We would not have worked with this without this miracle otherwise. Alright. A non-standard output information is lost. Yep. Okay. Let's contact Ravor and end the dialogue. Alright, we can warp now, apparently. Oh, what is that? Yeah. I think we exploded the planet. For a bunch of dogmatic values. Okay, we can enter the warp now. Go, go, go. We have one error screen, but that's... Let's ignore that one error screen.
Flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the void ships plunged deeper into the Corona's expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora von Valancius.
Finally a funeral.
Having paid their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
Bonk. All right, we're about to enter the second act, right? So let's see what's up. It's nice to see that beard flying around. Lord Captain, allow me to report. Our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Arcelio informs us that we have reached the point where we can translate to real space to the Furibundus system. The Lady Navigator and her pilots are waiting your permission to begin the process. The Furibundus system is home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf to the Corona's expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp, and to allow the servants of the Omniscience to inspect and heal the void ships' wounds in the dock. The prayers and rituals will take some time, which our Astropatic Choir will use to establish a connection with the Prime Worlds, the Protectorate, Dargonus, Janus, and Kieva Gamma. Master Zachary Wise has recovered an invitation previously adrifted in Imperium. The Liege of Footfall was humbly requested, and an audience with the Rogue Trader and the Von Valancius dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, "Apparently the Liege is anxious to meet you as soon as possible." Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. No, never a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he'll be interested in taking you as well, Dangeresque. I'll be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall, Dangeresque. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. Your Lordship, young Yvain Winterscale has asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality and for saving him from a certain death. Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. Lord Yvain swears he will not forget his debt to you. And I hereby inform the rogue trader that during comprehensive system inspection right, these units discovered data clusters within the captain's cogitators that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Thank you once again for rescuing my squad. Rogue trader, we will disembark on Footfall. The trail of evidence leads to the docks, and it wouldn't hurt to pay the Liege a visit. I'm sure he will graciously extend his cooperation to the Arbiters. Are you leaving us then, Heinrichs? The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I be transported to Footfall, and no farther. I dare not take advantage of your generosity. Now, you're a skilled fighter. I could use people like you. What do you say we extend your stay in my retinue? For your offer, but I must decline. I'm afraid my duty in the Golden Throne comes before anything else. Any assistance I can provide in your investigation, Solomorn? Right at this moment, unlikely. We have a considerable amount of dirty and routine work ahead of us, such as checking cogitator logs and questioning to the station's residents, including its less palatable individuals. None of that was worth the rogue trader's time. I assure you, still, should circumstances change, I will absolutely welcome the aid of such a dependable ally as yourself. Argento, who's this reverend? Okay. Headed the Drusian mission of Footfall and one of the most prominent clergymen. Paying him a visit is a good thing for loyal servants of the Emperor to do so. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora on her voyage. Okay. Tell me about the system. Cabela is saying something. The shed blood has washed away that taint from our bodies. Washing away our taint. It is only right that we now wash our souls with the blessings of the servant of the Undying One. The Drusians, like the blood-spun web, are devoted to asceticism, rejecting wealth and luxury and surrendering themselves to his service. Though their threads are different from ours, the first spinner spoke of them with respect. So anything you want to say about Corona's Expanse? The Altar Imperium Calix X17 has the honor of tending to this shrine. Okay, what do we know to know about Footfall? Largest port in the world. Okay. Not to mention the pirate hideouts, smuggler caches, and forts belonging to a dozen gangs, groups, and factions. Okay. Due to Footfall's remoteness, it has developed its own rules and customs. Right. So if Footfall is a brief stop, then what next? As soon as we solve the issue plaguing the ships establishing contact with the key worlds of your protectorate, a time will come for your Magne Accessio, the official ceremony of donning the mantle of the rogue trader. Okay. You know anything about the Liege of Footfall, Abelard? So, Takara is a very peculiar young man. Pointy of the Casbalica, the Footfall chapter of the most successful crime syndicate. Okay. Specialized in the coal trade. Right. Footfall was previously run by a liege who did business with several criminal factions. And Valdim is a slippery yet cautious fellow. He does not usually beat around the bush. Fools do not rise to the Caspellian hierarchy, so keeping all this in mind, you're a rogue trader. You stand above him in status and wield considerable power. Okay. So stay and remain vigilant. So why does the Liege want to see me badly? Okay, not you personally, he wishes to meet the rogue trader of Von Valanche's dynasty, so he does not know when the Lady Theodora's death and is simply seeking an audience with the powers that be. Okay. So tell the Lady Navigator I give her leave to make the translation for the warp into real space. So we're back in real space, I think. Right. So the instructions are done. Let's continue. Tell me in detail how these choices will benefit me. Footfall's unwritten laws. Rogue traders enjoy special privileges. Okay. I shall explain if you don't mind. As per this unwritten rule, the rogue traders arriving at the station has the right to vet any of the Liege's decisions. So we can go and meet in secret or not. Yep. Okay. Recommend arriving incognito. You'll have plenty of opportunity to savor the sweetness and the burden of power. But right now, the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. Yep. Okay, let's go arrive incognito. Yep. And then we could do the celebratory things later. Right. With that being said, I think that is now a good time for me to call it a video. There's so much stuff we'll need to investigate. But that's going to be it for today. Let's go ahead and thank you all of our members. Where are we in terms of watch time? Okay, so let's go ahead and thank our members. So let's go ahead and thank you, Apilux, Manta, Bruno, Amislam, Chris Burton, and Lord Yellowneck for being members and or subscribers on Twitch for the time of streaming. Watch bits early, cool badges and emojis for whenever you comment. So if you want to check out the membership program, feel free to check out the join button down below. Support my channel a little bit each month. So with that being said, though, if you want to support me in any other way, it's just a matter of liking the video if you enjoyed, subscribing if you want to see more, and clicking on the bell to get notified for whenever I go live. And that is probably going to be it for today. And if you want to get turned into a Pokemon, feel free to do so. Otherwise, that's going to be it. Yeah, I said that already. But thank you, Manta, for being here and all those people who joined in on the chat earlier. And that's going to be it for today. It's me, I'm Biggie, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. Have a good day, Manta, and have a good day, everybody. And I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll see if it's going to be more of this, or do we want to go and do some more of the World Building Wednesday that we haven't done so in a long time. All right. It's me and Big, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit.